Have you ever felt ignored, rejected, or even looked down upon by women? The reason isn't that you're not handsome or rich enough. Women can sense when you lack control over yourself, and that's why they pull away. But here's what matters. If you watch this video until the end, I'm going to show you how to completely change the game. By mastering a few simple but powerful principles, you'll naturally draw her in without having to try too hard. So, don't miss a second. Watch this entire video, because by the end you'll know how to make her unable to take her eyes off you by mastering the most important thing, yourself. Imagine this. You're trying hard to impress her, but the harder you try, the more she pulls back. You start feeling out of control. You ask yourself, what did I do wrong? The reality is, it's not about what you're doing. It's about what you're not controlling. You're letting emotions, worry, and external pressures dictate your behavior. If you can't control this, she'll feel increasingly unsafe and will gradually drift away. Are you afraid? You should be. Because if you continue down this path, you won't just lose your chance with her, you'll lose your chance to master yourself. And when you finally realize this, it might be too late to recover what you've lost. But here's the good news. By mastering a few key principles, you can turn things around. You can make her drawn to you without even trying hard. This isn't just another dating trick. It's a strategy for mastering the situation. And it all starts with you. Not her, not what she wants, but with you. The truth is, most men have been lied to about what actually attracts women. Society tells you that you need to chase women, buy them expensive gifts, shower them with compliments, and worse, become someone you're not. And when that doesn't work, you wonder why she's not interested, why she's not responding, or why things never seem to go your way. Let me be honest with you. You're doing it all wrong. You've been told that dating is a game where you need to win her attention. But the truth is, the more you try to win her, the more you lose yourself. And women can sense this. They know when you're trying to impress them, and it only pushes them further away. So, what actually attracts women? It's mastering yourself. Not just how you look or what you say, but your ability to control your emotions and actions. Women don't want a man who is easily swayed by their mood or words. They want a man who is strong and stable, someone who can stand firm in any situation. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you felt completely in control of your emotions, mind, and actions? If you're like most men, you're probably reacting to everything around you, her mood, her words, the challenges she throws at you. But what if I told you that mastering your inner world, becoming emotionally unshakable, is the key not only to getting her attention, but also keeping her interest? This isn't a dating hack. This is a philosophy that has existed for thousands of years, and it's the mindset you need to change how women perceive you. Picture this. You walk into a meeting, a first date, or even a tense situation in your relationship. Other guys are fumbling for words, trying to make her laugh, or boasting about themselves. But you're just there, relaxed, not seeking her approval, just present. It's this presence that makes you stand out in her eyes. Women don't want a man who's always trying too hard. They're drawn to a man who can maintain his composure, a man who doesn't need their validation. Here's a big truth no one talks about. Women don't want to be chased, they want to be drawn in. The moment you stop chasing her, stop trying to prove your worth, is the moment she starts to feel something different. She becomes curious, she's intrigued, and most importantly, she begins to want you. Why? Because you're showing her something 99% of men can't: self-control. You're showing her that you don't need her validation to feel secure about yourself. And that is what deeply attracts women. They aren't looking for the perfect man. They're looking for a man who's confident and not swayed by societal pressures, or by them. True attraction doesn't come from what you say or do. It comes from who you are. When you have control over your emotions, you don't have to worry about your next move. You don't need to try to impress her. You become the man women can't resist because you radiate a confidence and stability they rarely find in others. Most men think that to attract women, they need to say smart, funny things, or come up with quick, witty responses. However, this is one of the most common misconceptions. It's not about what you say. It's about how you connect with her on a deeper level, a level most men never reach. Do you know that women hear compliments every day? They hear familiar lines like, "You're so beautiful," "You're cute," or even, "You're hot." These words, even if well-intended, have become meaningless to them. She's heard them hundreds of times from other men. These superficial compliments don't leave any impression on her. But you know what will impress her? Genuine compliments. Compliments that go beyond her appearance and appreciate her intelligence, character, and passions. To truly attract women on a deeper level, you need to make her feel like you genuinely understand and see her in a way others don't. It sounds simple, but trust me, it's one of the most powerful tricks you can use. Using her name in conversation creates a deep, personal connection. When you say her name, it sends a message that she's special, not just another person you're talking to. But there's one important thing. You don't want to overuse her name, as this could come off as awkward or unnatural. Use it strategically, especially when you want to emphasize your interest or give her a sincere compliment. For example, instead of saying, "You're amazing," try saying, "Sarah, I'm really impressed by the way you think." When you add her name, it makes your words more personal, making her feel like the only person in the room. Most men focus on a woman's appearance because it's the easiest thing to compliment. But if you want to stand out, compliment her mind, her passion, and the unique qualities that make her who she is. This not only shows that you're paying attention to who she is, but also helps create a deeper connection. For example, if she tells you about a project she's passionate about, instead of just nodding or giving a shallow response, listen carefully and give thoughtful feedback. You might say, "I really admire how passionate you are about your work. Not many people are that dedicated." This compliment doesn't just focus on the surface. It shows her that you truly understand and appreciate her inner values. This is far more important than shallow compliments about her looks. When you praise things that are different, she'll feel understood and valued. Don't forget to practice gratitude. This is something many men overlook, but it's incredibly powerful. Women notice the little things. If she does something thoughtful for you, no matter how small, don't take it for granted. A simple but sincere "thank you" can make a huge difference. However, the key is that you have to mean it when you say it. Don't just throw out a casual "thanks." Express real gratitude and explain why you appreciate her. For instance, if she took the time to listen to you or supported you during a tough time, say, "I really appreciate you being there for me during that time. It meant a lot to me." Women are drawn to men who appreciate the small things, and in a world where so many men take women for granted, your gratitude will make you stand out. One of the biggest mistakes many men make is apologizing too much, even when they've done nothing wrong. They do this to avoid conflict, keep the peace, or because they worry that not apologizing will make her upset. But let me tell you this: apologizing too much not only makes you look weak, but also devalues you in her eyes. Women respect men who take responsibility for their actions, but that doesn't mean you need to apologize for every little thing. Apologizing when you're truly wrong is a sign of maturity, but over-apologizing just makes you look weak. Instead of rushing to say, "I'm sorry," stop and evaluate whether the situation really calls for an apology. Sometimes confidence and decisiveness in your words are far more important. Women respect men who can stand by their beliefs. When you believe in something, don't be afraid to express your point of view. This doesn't mean you should impose your opinions on others, but showing that you have principles and are willing to defend them will increase the respect she has for you. When you stand firm in what you believe, you show that you're a man who is self-assured, not easily swayed by social pressures or the opinions of others. This isn't just attractive, it's essential for building a lasting relationship. Although words are important, they're only half of the equation. Your actions are what truly matter. You can say all the right things, but if your actions don't align with your words, the game is over. This is when you need to truly master your behavior. Your body language says more than you think. Women don't just pay attention to what you say. They notice how you move, how you stand, and even how you make eye contact. A confident man isn't just someone who speaks well, it's someone who carries himself with presence. Remember, your body is constantly sending signals. If you fidget, shift your weight from one foot to the other, or avoid eye contact, you're communicating that you're anxious and unsure of yourself. And if you don't trust yourself, why should she trust you? Move with purpose. Think about the last time you walked into a crowded room. Did you rush in, keep your head down, and nervously scan the room for someone familiar? If so, you're not alone. Most men do this without realizing it. But here's the thing. When you move quickly and aimlessly, you're sending a signal that you're not confident in yourself. This can undermine the confidence you need to project in front of others, especially women. Confident men move slowly and deliberately. Every step has intention. You control your space. You don't need to rush because you know that wherever you go, you belong. Women are intuitive. They notice how you move and how you carry yourself. When you move with confidence and purpose, it shows strength and stability, the qualities women look for in a man. You might think that to win a girl over, you need to make grand romantic gestures, like buying expensive gifts or planning extravagant dates. But the truth is, it's the small things that often have the biggest impact. It's the little, meaningful gestures that truly leave an impression on her mind. It sounds simple, but in reality, it's rare. Most men only listen half-heartedly, not really paying attention to what she's saying. But the man who truly attracts women is the one who listens closely, remembers the small details, and shows genuine interest. Think about the last time she talked about something she's passionate about or shared a personal challenge she's facing. Don't just nod and smile. Show her that you're really listening and that you care. Maybe she mentioned her favorite author a few weeks ago. Surprise her with a book by that author. Or perhaps she told you about difficulties at work. Ask her about it the next time you meet. It's these small actions that will make her feel that you're not just paying attention to her on the surface, but that you truly understand and care about her on a deeper level. Many men believe that to attract a woman, they need to be the one who makes her laugh. They think that humor and witty stories will keep her attention. But here's the truth. Women don't want a man who's just a joker, a clown in their life. Instead of trying to be the center of attention, be the man who's fully present. You don't need to be the guy who talks the most in the room or the one with the funniest stories. What matters more is that you can be present, listen more than you speak, and make her feel that you care about what she has to say. Women are drawn to men who can listen because it makes them feel safe and respected. When you truly listen to her, you show her that you don't need to take the spotlight to feel confident. Instead, you show your confidence by being present, by creating space for her to feel comfortable sharing. Now, we've talked about how your words, body language, and presence can help you naturally attract women. But let's look at how to apply the Sigma mindset in real-life dating situations. Maybe you planned a perfect date. but things didn't go as expected. Maybe the restaurant messed up your order or the conversation became awkward. Most men would panic and try to fix the situation. But what does a confident man do? He doesn't need to make everything perfect. Instead, he stays calm, relaxed, and doesn't let small details bother him. A confident man understands that the important thing isn't the circumstances, but how he handles them. If she sees that you're not shaken by the small stuff, she'll feel more comfortable and secure around you. It's this calmness in such situations that sets you apart and makes you more attractive in her eyes. This is a situation many men face. When a woman starts to pull away, most men go into panic mode. They start texting more, calling more, trying to figure out what went wrong. But you need to understand that doing this only pushes her further away. A confident man, a Sigma man, understands that he can't control her actions, but he can control his own reactions. Instead of chasing after her, he pulls back. He gives her space and time to realize his value on her own. And in that space, she'll start to see that you're not like other men. You're not desperate for her attention, and that's when she begins to come back. This may seem counterintuitive, but it works. Women are attracted to men who don't need them, men who aren't dependent on them for confidence. Finally, the most important thing isn't your communication skills, nor the strategies we've discussed for attracting women. None of that will matter if you aren't being true to yourself. You've heard this before, but let me explain it more clearly. Being true to yourself doesn't mean you never change or grow. It doesn't mean you reject all advice or opinions from others. Instead, it means you know who you really are. You accept your flaws, and you express yourself authentically in every situation. Don't try to be the guy you think she wants. Be the best version of yourself and trust that the right woman will be drawn to that. When you master yourself, you'll stop chasing women. You'll stop trying to win their approval, and instead you'll focus on living your life with purpose, strength, and meaning. And when you do that, women will naturally become attracted to you. Stop chasing women, stop trying to impress. Instead, become the man she can't walk away from by mastering yourself first. Be the calm in the storm, the strong man she can rely on. When you become that man, you won't just attract women. Every aspect of your life, from relationships to career, will begin to change in ways you never expected.